Black water. Absolute silence. A single beam of cold white light cuts through the abyss. Tiny particles drift like snow in the eternal darkness as the camera descends. A ghostly shape materializes, a long, sleek submarine hull coated in rust, lying intact but broken in spirit. 240 meters beneath the North Sea, untouched since April 1940, rests the first British submarine lost in the Second World War, a steel tomb holding 53 souls. The ROV light drifts across a faded outline, N24. Cut 2, archival black and white footage, 1939. Sailors laughing, smoking, loading torpedoes aboard HMS Thistle. A captain salutes, a crewman scribbles in his diary. Back to the wreck, present day. The ROV reveals the torn bow, a single unmistakable breach. Narrator VO. For 83 years, her fate remained a mystery. Was she sunk by accident, by enemy fire, by friendly forces, or lost to the sea itself? When war erupted in September 1939, Britain's Royal Navy Submarine Service faced a daunting task: to bottle up the Kriegsmarine, disrupt supply routes, and challenge German expansion along the coast of occupied Europe. HMS Thistle, a T-class submarine launched in October 1938, was one of Britain's newest undersea hunters. Fast, powerful, and lethal, she embodied a new era of silent warfare. But in the chaos of the German invasion of Norway, Operation Weserüben, Thistle sailed into a storm of confusion, broken communications, and deadly U-boat patrols. For decades, she remained missing. Her final transmission, her final dive, lost to history. But in 2023, an expedition off the coast of Norway found her at last. This is the story of HMS Thistle, her crew, her mission, her loss, and her rediscovery after 83 years beneath the waves.
Workers swarm across a massive hull under construction. Sparks fly from welding torches. The skeleton of a submarine rises like a beast being forged. In the late 1930s, tensions were rising across Europe. Hitler rearmed Germany, annexed territories, and challenged British influence across the seas. Cut to Blueprint Table. Engineers roll out T-class submarine schematic 6B. The Royal Navy needed a new fleet of long-range submarines capable of offensive patrols deep in enemy-controlled waters. The answer was the T-class, large, durable, and carrying no fewer than 11 torpedo tubes. Engineer, fictional, to colleague. She's going to be a big one. 7 forward tubes, 2 external, 3 aft, enough to take on anything the Germans can float. Colleague. And a crew of over 50, trapped inside a steel cylinder. God help them when war comes.
Crowds cheer. A bottle of champagne smashes against the bow. Launch officer. I name this submarine HMS Thistle. May God bless her and all who sail in her. The submarine slides down the slipway, splashing into the water. Cut to interior, submarine crew training, Portsmouth Naval Base. Crewmen practice torpedo drills. Officers study charts. Engine crews train in the cramped machinery rooms. Narrator VO. Thistle was commissioned in October 1939, 1 month after the outbreak of World War II. She joined the 2nd Submarine Flotilla at Dundee, Scotland.
Captain Lieutenant Commander Herbert James Jimmy Duff, 39, sharp-featured, calm, stoic, writes in a journal. Close-up, handwritten entry. Fictional, but realistic. Thistle is ready. Crew motivated. Engines temperamental, but manageable. Expect orders for North Sea patrol soon. Cut to crew roll call. Men stand at attention. Lieutenant W.A. Smith, First Lieutenant. Lieutenant K.P. Hewitt, Torpedo Officer. CPO Thomas Ward, Engine Room Chief. PO David Lorne, Sonar Operator. Stoker Harold Gibbons, 19, the youngest aboard. Narrator, VO. 53 men. Sailors, stokers, officers, specialists. Each with a family. Each with fears. Each trusting one another in the unforgiving world beneath the sea.
Storms hammer the waves. Thistle plunges through icy swells. Narrator voiceover. The North Sea in winter is a graveyard. Storms, minefields, enemy destroyers, German aircraft, and the silent killers, U-boats. Inside the control room, Lieutenant Hewitt. Depth reading steady. Bearing 045. No contacts. Captain Duff. Maintain patrol. This sea hides predators, and we are one of them. Cut to map graphic. Thistle's early patrol routes off Wilhelmshaven, Heligoland, and the Danish coast. Narrator voiceover. Through the winter of 1939-40, Thistle hunted German merchant ships and U-boats operating out of the heavily defended North Sea ports.